Hey Cancer, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing the monthly readings for August. Normally I would have left them an extra week, but next month, August, is actually kind of a bit of a special month because we do have the two full moons next month, the first of which is next week. So next week I will actually be doing our weekly readings as my shadow work component. Normally I do that as an all signs. So the second full moon I will be doing as an all signs, but next week I'm going to be doing it as our weeklies so that we can get a little bit more in depth with that shadow work stuff, with the two full moons and both of them being super moons next month. We've got quite a lot of other stuff going on as well. Like we've just gone into a Venus retrograde. Those south and north nodes have flipped over into other signs. So a lot going on, picking up a lot of changes sort of coming in for pretty much everyone at the moment. So really wanting to sort of get a bit more in depth with that next week, okay? But this week we are looking at the August predictions. So we will be using the Dreaming Way lenormand. I do also have the Island Time Wellness Oracle, and starting off today with the messages from the fairies oracle there. Now I will just let everybody know, leave a comment on one of my videos and you'll go in the draw for a free personal reading, hopefully drawing that soon when we hit our first 100 subscribers, guys. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. But getting into it for you, Cancer for August 2023. Okay, and I'll draw your love oracle now, Cancer, as well. Cancer, August 2023 with love, please. Okay, so we do have for you, Cancer, for August, we have the new home card coming through. So moving is a step in the right direction for you. So, you know, a lot of you probably are actually looking at moving, you know, whether it be just to a new home or to a whole new location. We've got a lot of movement straight away with that new home thing. Even if you're not actually physically moving this month, the home itself may be quite important to you this month, Cancer, wanting to sort of, you know, bring some fresh new vibes into your living space, just to you know, even if, like I said, even if you're not moving physically, you know, get that sense of movement stirring up in your living space, you know, bring in some new decor, all that sort of a thing, you know, get that fresh vibe coming through into your housing. Obviously the housing situation quite important for you at the moment, Cancer. So I do feel that, you know, I feel as though some of you may be actually moving or purchasing a new home, those sorts of things. But for majority of you, that is really just all about, you know, focusing on your home life this month, Cancer. Something important going on around your personal living space, and really wanting to make sure you're clearing out the old, bringing in that new energy and whatnot for that as well, all right? So we'll get a bit more detail there. Cancer for August 2023, please. Okay. So Cancer, we do have here definitely some good news on the way. So those of you who are, you know, waiting to hear about a new home purchase or a new home to lease or anything like that, good news is definitely on the way with that in particular. But we do have just some news in general. I feel like this is, you know, things coming, you know, falling into your lap, falling at your doorstep, so to speak, because we do have that home reference there. And we do have good news coming through with the Rider card. Okay, it's pretty quick news as well, but the Rider does always come in with a lot of positive news. We do see this image there. The writer themselves has their sort of hair flung back with that feeling of freedom and, wild abandonment coming through with that card as well, Cancer. So this could definitely be news of, freeing yourself from some past drama, those sorts of a thing as well. All right. Just that sense of freedom is really coming through with that. All right. I do have the book following that. So the book is all about, entering into the unknown, those brand new chapters of your life coming up straight for you. So that news will be bringing in a brand new chapter for you, something brand new. I feel, so I'm getting that vibe too, that for a couple of you, this is an unexpected sort of parcel or something showing up at your door, that new home decor that we were talking about. That definitely could be what that is. I do feel that for some of you, this may actually be, physically representing actual books. All right. So, good news coming in the form of a book. Okay. So if there's any authors out there within the Cancer Collective, definitely getting some good news about your book coming through. But we also, like I said, I'm just getting that vibe of, that home decor type feel is definitely coming through strong with that. But also, with the idea of books, we also get that sense of knowledge as well. So this good news definitely could be, just learning something that really puts you in the right step, really gives you that sense of freedom of that freedom of information kind of a vibe, with the linkage there between knowledge and freedom coming through. Okay, so some of you could actually be doing things like researching something in particular, educating yourself about things at this time. That definitely could be quite important at the moment to, spend some time at home and do your research before stepping into sort of things that you are a little bit unsure about. It does give me that vibe of, doing your research quite strongly this month. Then the last card we have here for the general portion was the Woman. Okay, once again, that wild abandon coming on through, that sense of freedom coming on through with this Woman card. Now, the woman doesn't necessarily have to be a female. Okay, I don't like to genderize those cards. The woman really is just, I feel like this is you, Cancer, just being, very aware of your emotions this month, but also nurturing your emotional side as well. All right, because the woman is very nurturing, loving energy, but it also does talk about, your emotional side, acting from your heart and following your heart rather than allowing yourself to sort of get stuck in that overthinking. So we've got quite a few things. I feel like within the collective, we've got quite a lot happening for different people. So it's not giving us a pin on exactly what's going on for everybody, but you are going to find this month something about, being at home, something happening at the home being quite important overall. So there may be just something in particular happening around your house this month, Cancer. Now, when I drew that oracle for love, particularly, we do have the emotional healing card has come through. Okay, that does say, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Okay, so potential for new love coming on through, Cancer. We do sort of see quite a big emphasis on that, healing from the past kind of vibe as well. So this may be sort of part of the journey where you're at the moment, Cancer, still sort of resolving some issues from the past and healing from those, but definitely ready to release that pain and hurt associated with any past energy there. So we'll get a bit more details about that. Cancer. August 2023 for our Cancers in love, please. Okay, and can I just clarify that third card, please? Okay, advice for Cancer about that, please. Okay. Quite interesting, Cancer. We do have, first and foremost, we have quite positive vibe coming on through. I feel like this is that new vibe that we've got, with the blessings and the love coming on through for you. Firstly, we do have the key there. Okay, so the key in the palm of your hands, Cancer. This key actually is all about success. Okay, so we will be experiencing some successes in love this month, but mostly I feel that that's more like unlocking brand new opportunities in love. All right, that it's right there for the taking. It's yours to unlock. So I do feel that for some of you, this is talking about unlocking that part of yourself that you've been keeping held back with that emotional healing going on, finally unlocking that side of yourself and being a little bit more vulnerable. As we did see with that woman energy, it is letting us know that it's okay for you to be in a more emotional, nurturing mode at the moment. The emotions are actually, coming from that place of love is actually going to serve you really well at the moment. We also do have the sun has come through, so that shines a light on things. All right, it really reveals things, but it brings with it so much happiness and warmth. It is the happiest card of the whole deck. So whatever doors you're opening up for yourself this month, it's bringing through so much happiness for you, Cancer. So I really feel like that's a super positive message, but there definitely is going to be something revealed to you this month, Cancer. Pardon, sorry. And that is in the form of this masculine energy. All right, so we did see that feminine energy for you generally. Now, when it comes to love, we are seeing the masculine energy. So for some of you, this is actually talking about someone external to you that you will be coming into contact with this month. What we're seeing, I did clarify that with the clouds. Okay, so that really just lets me know that this is somebody who is a deep overthinker. They're a very, probably quite smart, but they very stuck in thought and logic. They don't act from their emotions as much as, their logical brain side of things. And they're probably going to be quite, you know, stoic and reserved and not one to share their emotions whatsoever. And this with the clouds, this definitely shows us that they have that inclination to go from get so stuck up in their own head that it actually starts creating overthinking and then anxiety and even depression. So you may be coming into contact with someone this month who is suffering a bit of depression and things like that. This is kind of clouded judgment. They get so stuck in logic, they forget to ask their heart, for the answers as well and take that on board. They're so stuck in that non-emotional state that they are really starting to be a little bit disconnected even from their own thoughts, and they're getting just confused because they're not following their truth. They're just following the logic of things rather than their full truth. You do need your heart to be in balance with your brain. So they're kind of stuck very much in their thoughts this month. And your advice is actually the Moon card, which once again is all about that emotional side of yourself, being vulnerable emotionally, being sensitive to people's emotions. Like, I feel like this is kind of the vibe, Cancer, of you telling this person, this is how you feel. Like, I can see it plain as day that you have a lot of feelings and you have a lot of emotions, but you're denying your own emotions. You're so stuck up in your logic and your thoughts, that you are denying your emotional side. So I feel like this is you, Cancer. It is the Cancer card as well, I believe. So this is definitely you, Cancer, being able to be a little bit more emotional and bring that emotional balance to this person. So there's someone around you that it will be revealed to you with that Sun card. You've just gone through this wonderful healing and whatnot, and you're finding your own happiness. And, there's definitely the possibility that this person could make you very happy as well, Cancer. Once again, I don't like to genderize, so just because we're seeing the feminine on your side and then the masculine on their side, it doesn't sort of mean male or female at all. We are just looking directly at the the emotions versus the logic, with that masculine feminine, in this particular reading, that's coming through very strongly, that it is the emotional side versus the logical side. So even if that's not a person external to you, Cancer, it's reminding us to combat your logic with your heart. Follow your heart, and all the answers will be revealed to you this month. It's really a strong month for you to be in that heart space and listening to your emotional side. Following your emotional healing, and where that's leading you. All right, because it's going to be revealed to you in I feel like a beautiful way, and that's where we're going to start seeing this new love opportunity. But it is just that little bit of a warning that this new love opportunity, they may be suffering some emotional distress, and they're just not even aware that they are actually suffering emotional distress, because they're so stuck up in their thoughts, and they're coming across quite confused and clouded, about what it is that they actually really truly want and what makes them happy. And I feel as though that's you, Cancer, bringing that balance in for this person, and finding, who they are beyond all that. All right, but we'll get some of the extra oracle here, and see what that wants to add in for you, Cancer. Cancer. Love in August for our Cancers, please. Yeah, definitely, Cancer. There's definitely a lot of opportunity with this person. It's just a matter of, cutting through those clouds, and reminding them that there is a silver lining at the bottom of it all. I really feel as though this person is just struggling a little bit at the moment. So it's kind of that vibe of, you're meeting someone when they're at their lowest, whereas you've been there, done that. And so you're actually able to, be quite open and vulnerable with this person, and show them by example, I feel, that this is how you want them to be with you, and cutting through all that logic, and allowing them to kind of let loose a little bit there, because we do have that passion card has come through. It does say insane chemistry, liking each other equally, and having fun. All right, so this person does, share the same feelings as you, and I feel like you intuitively will know that. You'll be able to feel that. The moon energy, it does really talk strongly about following your intuition and following your heart, Cancer. So I feel like you intuitively do know that there's a lot more to this person than on the surface, because on the surface it's just coming from here, but what you're actually able to see is what's coming from here as well. All right, and we have the butterfly. So that does say relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, and growth. Okay, so you've gone through the healing. You've grown, I feel, already. But this person is still just one step behind you when it comes to that healing. So it's you helping this person evolve and metamorphosize into this butterfly energy, I feel. And then we have paradise as well. All right, so happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. So we do sort of see that similar imagery there with the sun and the paradise card, both bringing so much happiness into your world. This person will bring a lot of happiness in for you. And the fact that we do have a couple of, we've got the sun and the moon have both come out here, that celestial vibe. So it's just a matter of sort of rising above that cloud energy, all right? Because the moon and the sun are both high in the sky, way above any clouds that are trying to, hold this person back. So at the end of the day, you've got, reach for the stars. I want to say I didn't see the stars coming out, but we've got a lot of celestial activity here with those cards. So that really always does sort of give a really positive vibe to the entire reading, especially with that sun card. It's happiness encapsulated. Okay, so there's a lot of happiness here, Cancer. It's just a matter of cutting through the BS a little bit to let them know that it's safe for them to actually listen to their heart, as well as their logic, because their logic is just it seems to be just confusing them at this time. It's kind of sending them in the opposite direction to where they actually need to be, and where you are sort of coming on in strong with that emotion and balancing that person out. So I'm seeing a lot of balance, as well as happiness. So that's always a really super positive thing, Cancer. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought. You will go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. But hopefully I will see you all again soon.